if you can. Love me if you can. But instead of love, I'll take it. Instead of love, I'll take it. Here we go. Love me if you can. Love me if you can. But instead of love, I'll take it. But instead of love, I'll take. Me. No COVID. Okay. I'll take head. Serious. See, a lot of women want to get into the mind of a man, right? And it's simple. We don't require too much, you know. It goes like this, in no particular order. You cook for us, give us some head, and you compliment us every now and then, and everything will be perfect. And, and also, you learn to curve, you know, that sassiness. Everything will be fine. Man, it's simple. It's women that kind of complicate things. Men are basic. We go to the store, right? Say for example, and I'm making a point. I'm making everything. All of this is relevant to the topic at hand, right? If we go to get underwear, right? At a mall, we go to the mall. We see the particular underwear that we want. We purchase it. We walk out. We come home. Not a woman. If a woman is going to look for a bra, she got to go 5, 6, 7, 8 different places. And then, to be real with you, she found the bra that she really wants. So, basically, she's spending the next 3 hours on deciding if she really wants this particular bra in this particular color. It's not what men are. It's not what men do. We're simple. So my point in making is, if there's an alpha female in a relationship, there's no possible way that you can be an alpha man. No way. You're gonna be a beta man. And in my previous relationships, I've always been the alpha man. And it never worked. Because women these days, and I'm not talking about one particular race of women. I'm talking about all women, right? Across the board. Chinese, Japanese, Asian, Caucasian, Mexican, Latino, whatever you want to call them, Puerto Rican, etc., right? Puerto Ricans are blacks anyway, you know what I'm saying? Just don't want to admit it. And especially the Dominicans as well. But like, women are just, if you're with a woman, man, and she's bossy, she's telling you what to do, she runs the show. If you don't mind being a beta man, then no problem. But if you walk around telling your boys that you are alpha male or alpha man, and you telling your boys, hey, I run the show, you know what I'm saying, I pay the rent, and this and that goes down, and my wife don't tell me what to do, or my girlfriend don't tell me what to do. Yes, she does. She does. You know how many times I've had friends that I called and they had a girlfriend or they were married, and they make all excuses in the world on why they can't go out and play? A grown-ass man is telling another grown-ass man why he can't go out and play. Whether it's play basketball or PlayStation, bowling, or whatever. Because basically, his wife, or rather his mother, is in control of his life. And I hate being around dudes like that. See, I'm a man's man. You understand? And what I mean by that is, I like being around alpha men. I like talking shit to alpha men. I like talking shit, meaning like having conversations on how we did this and how we did that. I like being around men that take charge in life. I don't like being around beta men. I hate them. I despise them. You want to know why? Because at one point in time, I used to be a beta man. Not lying. When I was in my not even early 20s, like when I just turned like 20. You know what I'm saying? 2021. Chick broke my heart, broke up with me. And, you know, back then, and you know, I had caught a couple bodies, but I was around 5, 6-ish. You understand? Like, when you're around those type of numbers, you go, well, I ain't gonna say you, but it was like the best pussy in the world for me. Right? I thought it couldn't get no better than this particular boy that I was with. Fat ass, hazel eyes, short, like 5'4", you understand? Thick, hips, tits, got it all. You know that type of pussy that women have around 18 to around 27. Then from 27, it's just downhill. So I cried. That broad broke my goddamn heart. At that point in time, she meant the world to me. And then after that, guess what? My heart got broken again. And then I started to realize, holy shit, there's a difference between women and whores. And ever since then, I've been the same. I went from a beta man to an alpha. And now, true indeed, I'll listen to a woman. I have no problem with it. But a woman is not going to run the show. She ain't going to tell me what to do. She can suggest, she can make suggestions. But that's about it. And the reason why I'm saying this is because shit has gotten out of hand. The alpha man has been called this term that I despise, which is toxic. Excuse me, this pollen is killing me. Toxic masculinity. So basically, when you call this term, you can no longer be an alpha man. You gotta be a beta man. And that's the guys that's walking around here nowadays. If they not beta, they definitely, you know, downhill. You know, they part of the alphabet community. If you understand where I'm coming from. In other words, they're feminine. I like being around people like that. I cherish the 90s. I cherish the 80s. I cherish the 70s. Because as I was growing up, I saw real men. I saw alpha men. And alpha men, yeah, they cleaned up, they cooked, they did this, they did that, but it was very seldom. Alpha men went out there and they provided for their families. They took care of their families. And they, you know, got up early in the morning and worked and did what they had to do. And then later on that night, that's when you would see your father, your uncle, your brother, you know, cousin. For the most part, alpha men provided and they were protectors. Nowadays, if there's a person that's trying to break into your house, the first person in the house that's quick to grab a gun is a female. That man is sitting there under the sheet shivering. And it makes no sense to me, man. I'm totally disgusted with our men these days. I've seen so many different examples of beta men till it doesn't make any sense. And me, you know, I'm not disrespectful, but for the most part, I wish that I could just go up to these guys and be like, stop being a bitch. Who's wearing the pants in a relationship? Period. Just doesn't make sense to me. I'm truly living in a bizarro world because I don't understand what if a man is not going to be an alpha man, right? If he's not going to be masculine, if he's not going to utilize that testosterone that he has in his body, then what is he good for? Period. And it's crazy. Some of these women have gotten out of hand because guess what? They can get away with it. And they don't like dealing with dudes like me because they know that I'll put their ass in check. Period. Ain't no woman on this planet that I ever dealt with that didn't do anything for me. Ever. I get the red carpet treatment whenever I'm in a relationship. I get my feet done, my nails done, and I ain't talking about polished, I'm talking about done, meaning that my nails are clean, clipped and all of that. Foot soaked, all of that. Hair scratched, massaged. I've had my women that I've dealt with shave me from the head to the toe. Whatever I needed or wanted, my woman provided for me at that time that I was with. I can't accept nothing less. How are you all accepting this type of fuckery that these women are giving you? I don't understand it. And some of you all may say that this is hate speech and this is that and blah, 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 blah. You ain't a traditional man if you saying that. You're not a traditional woman if you saying that, because you would understand where I'm coming from if you were. Period. There's a direct attack on heterosexual men, masculine men, alpha men. I'm going to say it again. What good is your testosterone that's in your body for if you're not utilizing it? I don't understand it. Make me understand this. Make me feel where you coming from. Other than that, you look weak to me. Period. And these days, I'm saying these days, in 2021, you know what's so funny? I understand now. Women do want weak men. They do. But then when they get them, it's always you get what you want and then you don't want it. So you need to make up your mind what you want. You want a man that's going to be in charge? You want a man that's going to sexually satisfy you? You want a man that's going to provide for you and protect you? Then if you want all of that, you're going to need an alpha man. And you can't dictate how that alpha man is going to be. What I mean by that is you can't tell that man what to wear. You can't ask that man where he's going. You can't question a man. A man can't even question a man. You think I question Pretty Ricky? I don't. And that's my best. That's like my brother. I may question her meaning, like I ask him, yo, so you doing da-da-da-da-da? But I'm not going to be on some shit like, what are you doing that for? Because he's already made up his mind, because that's what men do. Men make up their mind and they stick to whatever decision that they have made. That's what a real man does. Period. And in 2021, man, I can say, like, I see a whole lot of bitches walking around. I see a whole lot of men wearing panties. I mean, literally, I do. I see a whole lot of men wearing sundresses. And it pisses me off, man. Because it's just like when black people do some stupid shit in front of white people. That pisses me off because you're not properly representing the black race. It's the same thing. You're not properly representing black men. The shit that Lil Nas X did, right? Back in the days, he could have got really, really, like, hemmed up. I'm going to say it like that. Just off of the strength of what he did. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to give blowjobs to men if you a man inside your home. I don't need to know about this shit. It's okay to practice your sexuality within the confinements of your house. But the minute your raggedy ass slides down a pole in a video, other people are going to look at me the same way that they look at you. And you're going to get people hurt. Because I ain't that way. Ain't no estrogen. Well, men do have a certain amount of estrogen in their body. But let me tell you something. There's little to no estrogen in my body. It's all testosterone. I think some of you all need to lift weights. I really do. It's a scientific fact. Lifting weights builds up your testosterone. For those that lack it, I think you need to get testosterone injected into your body, Lil Nas X, instead of estrogen injected and testosterone blockers to make you more feminine and soft. You do what you want to do. But the minute that you broadcast black people, or black men in particular, in the wrong way is when I have a problem. Because you're making it bad for us. We're not like you. We're not part of your alphabet community. We're not. We don't wear sundresses. Real alpha men do not wear sundresses. We don't wear dresses, period. We don't put on panties. We don't put on high heels. We don't do that shit even if we're starring in a movie. Because I had a problem. I had a problem with a dude, right? We got into a heated debate. Because I said, you know what? Vin Rames, for an example, you know what he did. He starred in Pulp Fiction. And he was acting a part, right? But what grown black ass man would be acting and get bent over and having a white man hit you for, he's not literally putting his penis inside you, but he's hitting your butt. Disgusting. What alpha man, a real man, would get dressed up? I forgot that special, that movie that used to come on all the time on BET. Vin Rames played a man dressed as a female. It's not the proper representation of a man. And I can go on and on and on. Martin Lawrence, Tyler Perry. I was part of it. I used to laugh and joke. But then I started looking at it and I'm like, this shit is sickening. Eddie Murphy and Norbit. Jamie Foxx. Shall I go on? If you're in a relationship and your wife, your girlfriend is an alpha female, 9 times out of 10, you're a beta man. Harsh reality, but you got to get over it. It is what it is. Accept your fate. Don't try to hide it. Because if you do, alpha men such as myself will see the fuckery and pull your card. Other than that, I want you to like, comment, subscribe to this video. My name is Lex 20 Nuts.